Felix, welcome to Best Ball Nation. Yo, we are back. We are live. And I'm back today with a special guest, JSU. How we doing today, buddy?
Doing good, man. Looking forward to drafting some DK best balls with you, talk through some strategy. I know you got some, normally you have some big stands that you like to take. So pumped to get in the draft. First time doing a show with you. So always fun to jump on and talk strategy and hear out, from sharp guys, because obviously everyone's got different strategies. So it's good to hear from different people, see where they're at. Obviously, we got the Rashid Rice news. I'm sure we'll get into, but a lot of news actually. You got the Quinshon Junkins thing going on right now. Jordan Addison could get a smaller, suspension, but still a suspension. So we got a bunch of stuff to talk through.
A lot to talk about today. Let's go ahead and just jump into the draft so we can get this going. And let's see here. Yep, 10-12. So if you jump in quickly, then we I should probably done a countdown, but we might not.
That's all right. Let me see if I can get in. Nope. That's
all
right.
That's all right. We'll try to we'll do together at this one, and then we'll try.
We'll talk through this one together.
Yeah. So also like Mike Williams retiring, Najee, showed up to camp today. Didn't look like he could see. So I think we're all, a lot of things happening today while I was at a dance studio watching my daughter do 6 twirls. So it was
that's always fun. That's always fun. And then you see the Mike Williams retire. Hopefully you didn't have any Mike Williams.
I actually did. I did. Actually, I really did. I didn't have a lot. But I was drafting him because I was taking a lot of naked Herbert to, at the beginning. Even if I didn't get Ladd, I'd still take him because he was going. I think he's going at a value right now, and so I was taking him and then backstacking with like Quentin Johnson and him because I figured they're gonna one of them's gonna play. And one of them's they're both pretty trash and old, or one's old and the other one's kind of trash. So I figured one of them's gonna be the 3 for a while.
Okay, yeah, all right. So now with him out, though, do you think that they signed someone like Keenan Allen? Do you think that's a possibility? Because we haven't heard anything about Keenan Allen. There's been nothing. I haven't seen anything about a possibility or anything like that. So it's literally just me, kind of guessing oh, he was a Charger for a long time. It kind of makes sense. They might need a receiver.
Wasn't a part of the regime, though. Wasn't a part of the regime. Yeah. And the one report today that I saw, I read the camp reports from my team, the Chargers, and Jalen Reagor caught a 52-yard bomb. So I'm not saying Jalen Reagor's the guy. I'm just saying they just might fill it with random dudes at the 3.
So you're saying Jalen Reagor is going to be a thing this year? Is that what you're saying?
I'm saying he's going to be he'll be one game out of 16 with 40 yards and a touchdown. It's nothing crazy, but it'll be annoying. Yeah, every once in a while.
I mean, Justin Herbert's got a friggin' cannon for an arm.
I know.
So, could any of these guys catch bombs? I mean, we saw Johnston catch a bunch of bombs last year I mean, I thought he was terrible. I still kind of do think he's terrible, but he's going to play a lot. And, that's another thing. I think his ADP is going to start to move a little bit because I mean, he's going in that 150 range, honestly.
I think this is going to move Trey Harris up because
it should.
That's who he's going to. Yeah, it should move all of them up. And I think it's not going to be able to draft Trey Harris anymore because that's where I love to draft quarterbacks. I don't know about you, but I love that quarterback range, man.
I can't stop drafting quarterbacks in that range because I get to the range and I'm like, okay, I've got wide receivers. I've got some running backs. What I don't have is quarterbacks. So I always end up drafting quarterbacks in that range. And I try and change it up a little bit. Sometimes I'll get a tight end I like Tucker Kraft in that range.
Yeah.
I like,
if I get Jordan Love, that's the first thing I do is I look for Kraft.
I kind of like Tyler Warren in that range too. If he falls a little bit, I don't mind him. I think he's got some upside in that range, but yeah, I mean, it's one of those ranges where when you don't take a quarterback, you just feel dumb. I'm assuming we're going Bijan.
Yeah, I was about to say. I mean, it would be kind of dumb for us not to go Bijan. So
yeah, I'm with you, Bijan. What's your take on McCaffrey? Because I'm not in on McCaffrey. What's your take on him?
I'm in. I'm in until I hear anything different. Because when he's healthy, he's elite. Now, I'm not expecting elite production this year. I think they're smart enough to realize, hey, we can't dump the whole load on him. But they lost so many options that he's going to have to take on a pretty sizable load to win games. And I think, and their defense kind of ass. So like they're going to be in a little bit more shootouts, and they're going to be in a little bit more pass happy game script. And he's obviously an elite pass catching running back.
Yeah, I don't think the question with him is like volume. I don't think the question with him is like, is he not in a perfect situation with the team? In my opinion, kind of not being as good, which kind of helps because I think they're going to be in more advantageous scripts for him to smash. The question's more, can he hold up for a full season? Because we've seen him consistently get banged up in a lot of seasons. Obviously, if he stays healthy, we've also seen him be fantasy gold pretty much, fantasy one.
Josh Allen overall. 2-2. That's kind of crazy.
This draft might be very fun for you.
I already see Barkley going at 1, and that's pretty interesting.
Yeah, you don't see Barkley going at 1 very often. You were seeing it like early in drafts, but not very often anymore. Actually, I've seen Barkley slip to 6 more often than I've seen him at 1.
Yeah. And to go with that, what we were talking about just a minute ago, I'm huge on that San Francisco Chicago Week 17 game. So I kind of want to get every possibility of that game.
Same. The only guy I don't have as much of is McCaffrey. Pretty much, like everyone else, I'm kind of in on.
Double down on the Atlanta. We can go Bowers.
I'm a huge Drake London stan, so I'm always pro. So the 2 games that I like for Week 17, or that I'm really big on, is the game you brought up, Chicago and San Francisco, and the Rams and the Falcons.
Okay,
those are the 2. Those are the 2 games that I would expect most of my teams to have a piece of those games.
Interesting. So I had the year after I won the Millie on Best Ball, I stacked every team. Every team had a Bengal and a Bill, and I had 7 finals teams. That was the game where the guy died.
So my God! You had that game?
I had every team I built that year had a Bills and Bengals in some way. I had like a stack on there, and I probably lost out on like 60, 70,000 at least because
my God.
they never replayed it. I was so bad.
Wait. So that wasn't the year you won the Millie. That was the next year?
That was the next year, yeah. I won I won the Cooper Cup.
That's Cup right.
Year.
You won the year the Rams were the nuts with Cooper Cup, and you went crazy.
Yeah.
And I feel like every week in DFS I was like, Cooper Cupp can't keep doing this. And then every week he would just go for 30 and jam it right up my ass. And I'd be like,
that was the thing. He wasn't doing it like crazy, like crazy big touchdown scores. It was just like little chunks, like all game.
Yeah, but like it was designed for him.
Yeah, just for him. Yeah.
Like Sean McVay was like, I am going to just design to have Cooper Kupp be just elite receiver one.
It was crazy
in fantasy. He must have had him in fantasy too or something like that, because he was like, I'm going to make sure that if you don't have Cooper Kupp, you're going to be tortured all year.
And the way how much I owned him, people probably thought I had a phone call with Sean McVay because I had so much of him.
That's good. That's crazy. I can't believe you had that game. I totally forgot about that. Yeah, that's wild. That definitely cost you big time. Yeah. All right, well, we forget about that. You did win a Millie, so that's okay.
Yeah, I'm not gonna complain. Yeah, I can't. Yeah, nothing to complain about.
Not gonna complain too much. James, I'm everywhere. I'm trying to pull all the secrets from all the sharps, James.
Yeah,
I'm trying to pull the secrets.
All right, we're back on the clock. We got Rashee Rice, T. Higgins, and Marvin Harrison. I didn't actually read the Rashee Rice. I know he got like 5 years or something along those lines probation.
No. He got like 5 years probation. He has to serve 30 days in jail.
Okay.
I'm not taking him there.
Okay.
I like Devontae Adams. That's my favorite pick. Devontae Adams
he goes with the build, so yeah.
Devontae Adams, Garrett Wilson in the 3rd round is like that's my goal every single draft in the 3rd round is one of those two guys. If I don't get them, then I'm okay with taking a JSN. Don't love it, but I'm fine with it. Like Marvin Harrison is like a last resort. I like a Trey McBride in the 3rd round. He's been falling.
Oh, I know. It's so crazy he's there. Just because he didn't get touchdowns, like people are docking him for that, I feel like, because I don't know. The way he could separate if he got a touchdown here. Yeah.
That's literally the reason. It's like, oh, he had 2 touchdowns or whatever. It's like, okay, he had like 160 targets or whatever he had.
Right. Yeah.
Like, I mean, if he has 100 and whatever it was targets again, I don't think I'll bet you he doesn't have 2 touchdowns.
And if that's saying if the offense stays the same, if let's just say James Conner gets hurt, they're going to pass more regardless. He's the first guy he's looking at. He's looking at Trey McBride first, and then he looks at Marvin Harrison. It's kind of
The only thing with Marvin Harrison is
we got to kind of keep an eye out for the 11th drafter. He's got 2 quarterbacks already.
Oh God. The one thing about Marvin Harrison is he does get more of those like 50-50 balls. Trey McBride doesn't get a ton of those, but still, like the volume is just insane. You just have to bet if he gets that type of volume again, there's no way he's not getting in the end zone, more than twice. Like there's just no way he's only getting 2 touchdowns with that volume.
Probability says that's not going to happen.
Yeah. It's crazy. All right. So this quarterback 11 went Josh Allen, Jaden Daniels. Who was pick 1?
JT.
Oh God.
Yeah. So
if he goes running back here, then we know he's just fucking around. Okay. All right. This draft's dead. We know he's fucking around.
But it may not get thrown out. Like, it depends on how he...
No, he took James Cook. It's not like he took Todd Brooks, Like, it's not getting thrown out.
It's not... Yeah, so I was saying, like, it's questionable. Like, it's not questionable getting thrown out. It's just questionable, like, is he taking it serious or if...
Right. No, I think it's questionable, like, is he taking it serious? I don't think it's questionable, like, thrown out. Like, questionable getting thrown out is like taking Rob Gronkowski.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? In the 4th round. It's like, okay.
We didn't get Hampton. I was hoping Hampton would fall to us there, but...
me too. You're in on Hampton?
Dude, I had Hampton at 32 before the Najee Harris thing. I had 56% Najee at Hampton, so I was feeling pretty good. As you can see, I'm pretty high on T-Bet. Well, I still am. I'm still in. I want both. I want the year that the Dolphins had where they had Raheem Mostert and they had
Devin Achane.
I want that. We just popped up. Yep. So on the top of my board, we have T-Mac, Xavier Worthy, Jalen Hurts, and for
Worthy's got to have McLaurin still there. That's a little fall. I mean, Worthy or McLaurin, I'm not in on really either of those guys, but
neither. But at the fall, it's kind of that early in the draft. Yeah,
those are 2 guys. Like if I go look at my exposures right now, I can bet you I have 1% or 0.
Oh, that was my first share of Terry.
Was it?
It was also my very first share of Devontae Adams. I'm gonna be honest, I'm out on that old guy.
You're out on Devontae Adams?
Yeah, I'm out on Devontae Adams.
Oh,
I mean,
you're in trouble.
I got to choose my old wide receivers. I'm sticking with Cooper Kupp, who got me that millie, and
dude,
so I had to.
Sean McVay brought this dude in. We just talked about what he did with Cooper Kupp. If he wants Devontae Adams to be the man there, he's gonna make it so. That's all I'm gonna say on that matter. And Puka is always hurt. That's the other thing.
Yeah, I don't know, man. I don't know. He's getting up there in age where they might, if they're looking at the playoffs to get in, do they preserve him a little bit?
I just trust Sean McVay. Like, if he thinks he's still got some left and he let Cooper Kupp go, who he loves Cooper Kupp, he must just think Cooper Kupp's done, and he must see an upgrade in Devontae Adams. So,
or are they just getting out before, Cooper wanted a big deal or something? I don't know. It just all seems fishy to me.
I'm sure he wanted some big deal. I'm sure, but I'm just saying, like, so their first instinct was to go get Devontae Adams. Like, I would think he still sees something in him.
Yeah,
that's just me. And he's an elite route runner, and Sean McVay's elite at getting these guys designed to get open. So, like, it kind of fits for me. Like, Cooper Kupp was elite too. It just, like, the scheme and the fit was perfect for Cooper Kupp. And I think it's perfect for Devontae Adams with his route running ability. He was always one of the best route runners in football.
Yeah. Yes, I agree with that. Yeah.
I just like the fit with Sean McVay. I think people are sleeping on the Rams. I'm high on Matthew Stafford too. People don't like Matthew Stafford, but I'm high.
I'm kind of out on the offensive line for the Rams. All right, we're back on the clock.
Okay.
Are
you big into Tet?
Yeah, we gotta get Tet. Yeah, that's my guy.
Okay. I'm not as high on Tet, so there we go. You got Devontae Adams, and then we got Tet. There you go.
Yeah, Tet was an amazing prospect, and the only reason he didn't go higher, I feel like, is because he played with some shit quarterback in Arizona, and he could have easily been even higher pick had he had a decent quarterback throwing the ball, because they weren't going to go anywhere with that quarterback there. Travis Hunter goes right after that, so that's kind of ugh.
It was Arizona, right? Tet was
it was either Arizona or Arizona, one of those.
No, I think it was Arizona. I know I watched one or two of their games. I didn't watch a ton of Arizona, but I do remember the quarterback being awful, just terrible when I watched. So it plays.
Kupp is fine. They benched him last year and didn't want to pay him. They probably decided last summer he was a goner.
Yeah. I mean,
but even when Puka got hurt, he put up 2 30-point games. It's not like he's out of it. Maybe he got past the. This is not really hard to do.
Again, though, McVay in that offense,
yes,
he can. I'm telling you, whoever he wants, he can design it up for these guys to get there, even if they're a little.
It's very. Their prime. It's kind of how the San Francisco guy does it. I can't think of his name. His dad's the coach. Whatever. They know how to get certain players open and good plays. I get that.
Yeah.
I worry about Devontae Adams workload at the third round. I'm drafting a lot of Tet there. If Trey McBride falls or something falls, I usually draft that over Devontae.
That's fair. That's fair. I guess I put more stock in the coaching than probably most do. So that's fair.
I get that. I definitely get that.
And that's the thing too. A lot of the stuff Ben Johnson going to Chicago, JJ McCarthy in Minnesota after we just saw what they did with Sam Darnold. I mean, you can't tell me coaching doesn't matter. Look at what they did with Sam Darnold.
Right. All right. So we're back on the clock. We have Debo, Swift, Pearsall on my ranks, and ADP says Debo, Swift, Montgomery.
I mean, Swift. We got good wide receivers so far. Yeah. Swift, Ricky Pearsall. Those are my guys. So
I think we could get Ricky at the 7th.
I think so too. I think we go Swift.
Yeah.
My strategy. What's your take on the backfield there?
I'm a little. Well, our backfield's a little interesting, but the backfield in Chicago, Mungangai, whatever his name is. So I thought we had CMC there for a second. I was like, well, they are going to go back and forth with each other, but I forgot that we had Bijan. Yeah, Swift should be the guy unless I can't say his last name. Mungangai takes them over the backfield, but I think that's just Kamani Vidal talk a little bit. I mean, it could be Pacheco where he did take over the backfield, but I think it's more Kamani Vidal. Or it's a little bit fake news versus real news.
I'm not – the only thing – Roshan's not amazing, and I do think he's going to use 2 running backs. So the question is just who wins the RB2 role for me. I definitely think Swift is RB1. He's going to get all the passing down work. He'll get some rushing too. The question is just like goal line.
I had Roschon a whole bunch.
Goal line.
I had a bunch of Roschon early, but now he's going really high on DraftKings, and I was like, I'd rather have Keaton Mitchell or something along those lines. I try to take 3 running backs before round 10 and then get too late because I like to build 3, 5, 10 too. More because that's what won me the Millie. So
yeah, so you're 3, 5, 10. So you're 2 tight ends?
Yeah.
Okay.
But the majority of my tight ends typically are on the upper half, or at least one of them. I can make McBride,
so you're
Bowers.
going more of the elite tight ends.
Yeah. A Hawkinson, Laporta, which I just found out Laporta went to my rival high school when I was in high school.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, that's funny. So Sam Laporta, I struggle with, but he just doesn't. He just doesn't do it for me. Like I think TJ Hawkinson is going to get a ton of volume this year with JJ McCarthy in there, and he goes later than him. Like he goes like 20 picks later. It's like I feel like I'm drafting the same person, but like one's going to get more volume.
Did we get Ricky P back? Nope, somebody grabbed Ricky.
No, someone grabbed him.
Yeah. All right. So my rankings got Caleb, Cooper Kupp, and Hawkinson, and ADP says Addison, Pacheco, Caleb Johnson. What are you feeling?
All guys I don't draft. Addison, I draft the most out of those guys. Caleb Johnson would be a 3rd week 5 buy, wouldn't it?
Probably.
I don't mind Addison. Yeah. He's a big
and we have a solid wide receiving core, so it doesn't matter how many games he gets suspended, which I'm not entirely sure. I put the kids down. I was going to start reading, but I didn't get to it. I'm assuming probably just like 2 to 3 games.
The way I look at it is Addison. What he did was wrong too, but like I feel like Rice's was much worse. So,
dude, Rice should have been kicked out like right off the rip.
Yeah. I don't know how Rice wasn't just suspended immediately.
Yeah, like it was on camera. What are you talking about?
Yeah, the NFL just likes to have things like figured out, whatever's their excuse for not doing it beforehand. But like, I think Addison gets like 2 games, and I think Rice gets like 6 to 8. Is my guess.
Do you think Rice gets it this year though?
That's my unprofessional opinion. I'm not a lawyer.
No,
I just want to make that disclaimer right now, so I don't get people on Twitter like you said. I'm not a lawyer. Don't know shit about that.
Yeah, we don't know shit.
I'm just saying what Rice did was fucking wrong, and he left the scene on top.
That's
when you just start reading what he did, you're like, oh wait, that's fucked up. Oh, that's worse.
And then they have it on camera, him running from the vehicle off the road.
It happened so long ago too. I had to re-look up like what actually happened because I kind of forgot.
It's ingrained in my head, man. I feel like I saw every clip about it. I'm like, oh man, I'm not going to play this guy at all this year. And then
what did Jordan said? Why is Zeke 168 ADP?
Is he really? ADP.
I don't know why he's on the board. They should have took him off.
Not for us. I don't know.
Yeah. He shouldn't even be in the list.
Oh, he is 161.8. He was right. Why is that? Yeah, free agent. Interesting. I bet you somebody took him at 101 and it screwed up their whole algorithm.
Yeah, that could have been it.
I better move that back. Oh, it moved. Okay. I think we're about to
see. Like that's a draft that I think could get thrown out. Like you take Ezekiel Elliott 1-1. I think that could get thrown out.
I think this would be a perfect pick if he falls to us. Is a TJ Hawkinson here?
Yes, I love that when he falls in the 90s. That's the best.
Yeah, it kind of need a little bit of a Viking stack.
We've got openings for multiple stacks now too, which is nice. We've got outs for a bunch of different quarterbacks.
It is not selecting. That's weird.
You better queue it up. I
tried to queue it up. It went through. It went through.
Okay.
That was weird. That has literally never happened to me.
Yeah, that is weird. It just freeze on you.
Yeah.
Today I was drafting and I had like a Matthew stack. I had like an Atlanta Rams stack going, and I had pick 140. So the guy right before me, JJ McCarthy, was somehow still on the board. I didn't have any Vikings. He had TJ Hawkinson. So I'm like, oh, perfect. He's going to take TJ, and then I can just get Matthew Stafford because I had Puka and Devontae Adams with Drake London. So I had like the full-on game stack. And for some reason, he takes Matthew Stafford, not JJ McCarthy.
What?
And I was just like, okay, I'm just going to take naked JJ McCarthy because he's fallen 25 picks past ADP, but I'm actually mad about it, even though I love JJ McCarthy. It's just one of those things where I'm like, I'm still pissed because I got the full-on game stack, and then I'm like, oh, this guy's definitely going to take JJ. He's got TJ, and then nope. Did not.
One of the earlier drafted on here on the Millie Maker, I saw someone get Chase, Higgins, and Chase Brown. And then at pick, like it was like 3-8 or something like that, someone take Joe Burrow. I was like, that's so tough. Like, why?
It's just mean. It's just mean.
Yeah.
At least though, like if you take Joe Burrow and Chase and stuff like that, you can go take like a naked Kyler Murray.
Yeah. It's not bad.
Do something like that. It's not terrible.
Not fun.
Get like James Conner and Kyler Murray. Like you could do something like that. Yeah. So I'm a big James Conner guy. So they just use him so much when he's on the field. Like if he's not hurt, they're using him a ton. So I think he's I think he should be going higher than what he is going currently.
So on my board we have Bo Nix, Evan Ingram, Brock Purdy. ADP says Bo Nix, Evan Ingram, Quishon Judkins.
Jordan Mason's there too. I like him.
For the full-on Minnesota stack, yeah.
Yeah, it's up to you. I mean, if you want to go
Bo Nix, I don't know if you see my ranking for Jordan Mason, but I do not believe in Jordan Mason. So can you persuade me on Jordan Mason? We're gonna take him, but
yeah. So I think what happened with that was they needed a true tough runner, which Jordan Mason is. He's not as much a pass catcher. He's never been a pass catcher. But Aaron Jones can be that. So I think Aaron Jones was not as good just from what I can remember watching him like inside the 5. He struggled getting stuff inside the 5 a lot. I'm pretty sure last year, at least the rate was higher, if I remember correctly, with his carries inside the 5. And Jordan Mason's probably profiles a lot better for those carries. So I definitely think they want to run the football more with JJ McCarthy. And so getting Jordan Mason can take a little bit of the load off Aaron Jones. Aaron Jones can still be a big play guy, but I think Jordan Mason's going to see a good amount of valuable touches in that offense, especially when they get into scoring position, which I think the offense is going to be really good. Yes. So I think if they're going to score a lot of points, if they're going to be in a lot of situations down in the goal line, I think we're going to see a lot of Jordan Mason down in the goal line. So
you don't think they'll still pass out of the goal line?
No, they will some, but I'm just saying when you have a rookie quarterback, I mean Sam Darnold, for all the things, he was a veteran at the end of the day at quarterback. Right. You know, he wasn't good when he came over. Everyone thought he was bad, and they made him good, which is true. But he still had years in the league. Like JJ McCarthy, This is his first year, so he's pretty much a rookie in the league. It would make sense that the team wants to, lean a little heavier on the run. They did pass a lot when they got down there, if I remember correctly, too. But I do think they made that trade for a reason.
Back on the clock, we have Herbert, Scatterbo, and Najee. Well, Najee Harris, obviously, could go probably a little bit later. Higgins.
Trey Harris is there.
Trey Harris is there.
I like Higgins, but
I think Harris is going to start rising to past this point for sure anytime soon, like pretty soon. And we got to start looking at quarterbacks, I think, as well after this pick.
Who do we have right now? Just the full squad right now.
The full squad. We have Drake. We have Devontae Adams, Terry McLaurin, Hawkinson, T-Mac, Jordan Addison, Jordan Mason, and Trey Harris. So I think we should queue up the pro. Okay, well, there went JJ.
Did JJ
there
go?
There went Justin Herbert just went too. Yeah, JJ went right before Justin.
Oh, okay.
So they're kind of flying off the board right now. So we still have a couple. We still have a couple. We don't have to worry too bad, but yeah, we got to start.
Yeah.
Because you don't want to get shut out on quarterback on DraftKings.
No, yeah. I mean, we can get Penix, Stafford, Bryce Young.
Yeah.
Maybe we just go back to back unless you wanted to go CJ. No, CJ Stroud just went.
He just went to that. Yeah, no, we had to go quarterback for the next at least two picks. I think quarterbacks it's nothing has to do with their ADP. You just got to take them when they're when they feel right.
Yeah,
when they're in the right spot.
In these like 3 rounds that we're looking at right now.
Yeah,
pretty much.
Yeah,
like that 9, 10, 11, 12, or 4 rounds. Like that range is where you just want to, I think, pepper. Unless you're getting Josh Allen, Lamar Jackson, Joe Burrow, Jaden Daniel. Like unless you're getting those guys, Jalen Hurts.
Which I don't have too many of those guys. I don't know about you, but I kind of faded the elite quarterback so far.
I've been told that this is bad, but I have also been fading the elite quarterback. So just because this range is so ridiculously good. I mean, CJ Stroud was QB6 last year come in best ball season, and now everyone's just like, oh, he must suck.
Well, the year I won it, I had 3 average quarterbacks / below average. Jared Goff was butt cheeks back in the day, and then Zach Wilson. Let's just be honest, Zach Wilson was pretty ass too. And I had Tom Brady at the top, at like pick 10.
Yeah, so you don't need the these guys. Like Bo Nix was what QB 5 or 6 last year,
right?
Like you have the ability. Like these guys have the ability to get to that top 5.
So go ahead, grab Penix here.
Yeah. Oh, you're high on Tua, huh?
Yeah. Well, I'm still in on Waddle and whatnot. They also have a couple undrafted restricted free agents that I liked that they picked up afterwards.
Okay.
And I think they're going to be pretty butt cheeks again. I like to pick the teams that are bad on defense for my quarterbacks and their offenses that had decent offenses. And I think that as long as he's healthy, I think he's kind of like a fringe top 10 quarterback. Not a great quarterback by any means, but a fringe top 10.
Interesting. I just think at the end of the day, he's going to struggle to stay healthy. Like their offensive line's not going to be good. We saw what happened when their left tackle got hurt last year, how bad they were, how poor they were running the football, bad they were throwing. And now
I don't want him. I don't really want him. Like he's 128. So the way I look at it is like after JJ, after Justin, like as my third quarterback, I think he has upside with that core where he can hit the 300-yard bonus just because Kyrie can run for 200. You know what I mean?
Just for me though, like I think Bryce Young set up in a weak division.
Yeah. I love Bryce Young. Yeah.
He could be better. I think Cam Ward's going to play in shootouts.
I think Cam Ward's bad, but
Cam Ward might be bad, but he can't be much worse than Mason Rudolph and Will Levis, unless you're going to tell me he is.
No, I don't think that. He's not that bad.
Do you want to take Bryce?
Take Bryce here.
Yeah.
And
so you're telling me he's an upgrade, though?
Bryce?
No, Cam Ward.
Yes, but I don't like Calvin Ridley. They lost. This is not really a loss. It's NHI, the Westbrook and Keeney guy. I don't like the weapons there, and I don't know.
Oh, you don't like Calvin Ridley?
No, I don't like him at all.
Oh, okay.
I do like that he's a better one of us, but I do not like him on the field.
I love Calvin Ridley. He won me he's won me some bread. I love Calvin. Okay. There was 2. I don't know if you remember Yahoo back in the day did 2 $1 million baller contests on NFL. I don't know if you remember those.
Yeah, the DFS.
They did 2 of them, I think, in their whole time. I won one of them, and it was Calvin Ridley. Okay. I had it was because I don't know if you remember, they kept the Sunday night game on the slate. So
I don't remember,
I was telling everyone that the Falcons game was the nuts. Like, play the Falcons receivers. That was when him and Julio, and I had both him and Julio to go, and my team was just absolutely nutted if they did like if they just did like double digits each, I was winning, and they went crazy. Like both of them went crazy. Like I'm talking like 3 touchdowns combined for like 200 and something. It was just such a good night, and I won that thing. I think I had like 10 teams total in that $20 entry.
There's nothing better in this sport than calling your shot and then working out. The year I won it, I had probably 70%, Cooper Kupp, 50% Jamar Chase. Like that year, that his rookie year, I'm like, man, there's nothing better than having like 50+% advancing.
Well, yeah, I mean, like it would suck if like the guys you hate, the guys you have like 1% of was like the reason why you won.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like if I draft like 2 Tet teams all year, and then like they somehow win because of him or something like that, I'm gonna be like, oh, this sucks. I can't even pump this up because I didn't like Tet that much. But
okay, so I went back to the past quarterback because I'm not a big fan of the rest of them. Luther Burden is 10 picks past ADP. I think he's good fit for this team with the brain bet.
He is, and I like Thielen pairing with Bryce if you want to do that. So I'm cool either way.
Yeah, that's a good call. Good call. Get the double there.
I do like Luther Burden though. You're big into Luther Burden?
Oh, dude, I love Luther Burden. Not only is he a St. Louis guy, and I'm from St. Louis, but I think he's gonna be the JMO of, like, I'm out on DJ Moore. I like every other piece in Chicago. I'm just kind of out on DJ Moore. Everybody's like equipping him to be the Amon-Ra St. Brown of that offense, and I don't quite see it that way. I don't think he really fits that offense that well.
So wait, you think Luther Burden can be the Amon-Ra, or
I think Rome could be more. I think they're going to play Amon-Ra to Luther Burden. I don't think that's really his fit. I think he fits more JMO.
Interesting.
If they're going to, I think Rome is a better player than DJ Moore, and I don't really quite know where he's going to fit in. But maybe they should make a different kind of offense that fits the players rather than what he did previously.
That could be it. I mean, they did go out and get Colson Loveland, though, which I feel like
I love.
They're kind of like, okay, we want our Sam Laporta type, tight end, who's a good pass catcher, and we can get mismatches on, and he can create some space and stuff like that. But the Luther Burden thing, I don't know. I think the one thing for him is going to be health. Can he stay on the field?
Yeah. I'm getting a little bit of Roman Wilson feels to it. Like, I'm getting a little nervous about my back about that. I'm hoping he comes back in like a week max or whenever they come back.
Wilson's another guy that's I think interesting late, just because Aaron Rodgers doesn't really profile with any, like Calvin Austin, like not really. Like,
I feel like he could be like Roman, not Roman, Randall Cobb-esque. Roman, they feel like they comp well together.
Yeah, something like that. And like he's a willing blocker, which Pittsburgh's going to want to run the football. So like he's from Michigan. They ran a ton at Michigan. So like
we're on the clock here at 163.
Leggett.
Get that full
Carolina stack.
Yeah, if we're gonna go 2 quarterbacks, might as well get it full.
Yeah, fill it up.
Yep.
So that gives us what we got. How many?
We have 2, 3, 1. So we need a couple more running backs here.
Yeah.
So I
That's right.
like.
The good thing about DraftKings is you can always find some of these secondary running backs late.
There's so many. Yeah.
There's so
honestly, there's so many good wide receivers too. That's why I'm kind of out on late tight ends, because there's good ones, but past 180, I'm kind of out on some of these guys.
I love like that. I don't love this range, but I do. Chig's gone. I do love Chig.
Yeah.
I think he just went. I think he's the best in that range. Yeah. I know you don't like Cam Ward, but I think he's going to be very friendly towards the tight end.
I think he's going to spread it out a lot too. I don't think it's going to be an offense we want a piece of. Like, if you can have a naked Cam Ward, it won't be that bad because he'll get the numbers. I think it's going to be like everybody gets peppered with 2 or 3. It's not going to be. I don't know.
You don't think there's going to be an alpha?
I don't think there's an alpha on that team. That's where I'm going.
Here's the difference. I don't think Cam Ward has ever played with someone as good as Calvin Ridley, like talent wise.
I just don't think Calvin Ridley's that talented.
Yeah, that's where we disagree. Calvin Ridley is super talented.
Yeah.
Even though he's a pro gambler and who knows what he does on his off time. Who knows if he's like training crazy hard and stuff like that. But I think he's a freak. I think he's a freak athlete. So
yeah, I get it.
I think Chig's good too, though. So
I guess Chig is good. Yeah, Chig is okay. I'm not gonna. I think I got burned by him so much last year that I'm kind of out. But
it's hard to did come on like really late too. That's a good point.
Yeah. Grab Rico here.
Jordan says grab Rico. I don't mind grabbing Rico. I don't have a lot of Rico, but
I have almost 0 Rico as well. I don't know what to.
I like the team with Rico, kind of the way it's
with the Carolina. Up. Yep. I agree.
Yeah, it's setting up. Like, look at that range, though. Like, even this range right here, like, there's very viable guys that are going to get some split time just in general. Not even not even without an injury or with an injury, like just in general, they're going to play some.
This is going to screw so many teams up. This is Ezekiel Elliott. Because I haven't ranked 26. I've never seen it. Yeah.
That has to be recent. Who are we going with here? Are we going with Rico? Or?
Yeah, might as well go with Rico. The chat. Right,
let's do it.
Yeah. I didn't realize that we had this many week 5 buys. I didn't realize that earlier.
Remember, I told you, I said we can't go Caleb. Don't you remember Caleb Johnson was the highest on our board, and I said, Caleb Johnson, that'll be our 3rd week 5 buy running back.
Crazy, yeah.
But that's all right.
I guess we're drafting teams here. We have a bunch of Atlanta. We have some Chicago, some Minnesota, and a bunch of Carolina.
Yeah, it just sucks because when you get down here, like you're probably going to throw out the week 5 buys like later. You know, the guys with week 5 buys later. But so you said you want 5 running backs, right? That's your goal?
Yeah, yeah. We might go 6. I can't remember we drafted our 3rd.
Jordan says, I'm rooting for the Rice drafter to take Zeke. The Rice drafter might be the one to take Zeke.
Which drafter? The Rice?
The team that drafted Rice.
Let's see.
Where did he go in this one? Did he go in the 3rd round or the 4th?
The 4th, 4-3. Okay.
Because I did some drafts earlier, and he still went in the 2nd and 3rd, and I was like, interesting. That's correcting itself. Where do you think he goes once the suspension is like put down, like official?
It depends on. I think it depends on the suspension. If it's 6 games, I think he goes down two rounds. I think if it's 8 games, he goes like where Jordan Addison is, somewhere kind of crazy down there.
Okay,
I'm not. He's kind of on my board if he's missed games.
What if it's 4 games?
If it's 4 games, just 1 round.
I don't think it is 4 games, but what if it is?
I think just 1 round.
1 round. Okay.
Yeah.
Where do you think he goes? Where do you think it is? If you had to guess.
Who?
Right. If you had to guess right now, how many games?
Oh, how many games? I think it's 8. In my opinion, that's what it should be. I should take it back. That's what it should be, but it's probably something lenient. All right. So this is the board from my ranks. K. Dotton, Braylon Allen, Joshua Palmer, ADP
I would say Braylon Allen.
Okay.
Ezekiel Elliott. I would say Braylon Allen.
Yeah, I like Braylon Allen as well.
Yeah. I think he's clearly the number 2 in that backfield. So get the number 2.
Stuff. Yeah, I love Braylon Allen. People don't like it because they're like saying he moves really slowly. I just think that offensive line was like uninspired by the quarterbacks, and so they didn't do as well. I don't know.
I think the offensive line is going to be much better this year.
Yeah, I agree.
So
better coaching.
Justin Fields brings a totally different element for the running backs. Yeah. Because he can pull those RPOs are going to be just another element.
Now he may
not
lose
everyone can run
touches at the goal line, as it happened to Najee last year. It was so annoying. Like he just handed to Najee, we could have got so many touchdowns, man. But we're drafting him in the.
But when he keeps the ball, he's going to have options. A good shot to score. Is more the idea behind it. So
I actually Rabona, I had like 4 shares. I think of Rashee Rice. I'm not too worried about it, and most of it was in the 40s. Remember 8 years ago when top 5 preseason fantasy players were David Johnson, Le'Veon Bell, Antonio Brown, Zeke Elliott, Odell Jr.'s.
That was
8 years ago.
That was my fantasy time right there when Le'Veon Bell and Antonio Brown were playing on the team. You just played them every week.
Yeah.
You didn't think about it. You just played them every week. Every single week you had at least one of them on your team. Some weeks you had both of them on your team, and they just smashed like every single time. I have so many screenshots from back then where they're just always on my team. One of them at least.
So we are back on the clock. I just highlighted tight end just to see what we were at. What do you think we should go?
Running back, probably. Oh,
I like this running back here, Keaton Mitchell.
You like him? Okay, yeah. Let's take him.
Okay, I'm like 90% sure that Justice Hill is going to get beat out by Keaton Mitchell this year. He's going to take over that third down job, and with how fast he is, it's going to be like a light and day difference.
Third down job.
I don't think it's week 1 that he takes over, but I think throughout the year, like they see that Keaton Mitchell has more pop when he takes over the ball because he's so much faster than Derrick Henry that it's going to be like a night and day type of play. It's like,
yeah, but Derrick Henry's a build-up runner.
Yes, he's a build-up runner.
Derrick Henry's like one of those guys who, like, when he gets to the second level,
you can't stop him. Yeah, you just can't stop him.
You can't stop him.
He's a fucking
has to, once he gets to that second level, he's so hard to stop because he just builds up that speed and that power, and then he's so hard to bring down. But like you said, Keaton Mitchell is just like a
bullet.
Yeah. Blur. Yeah, just a blur. I will say though, Justice Hill showed out pretty well in the few carries he got.
Yeah, I will say he did show up. He did show up. I'm not gonna.
He showed up pretty well, and he's very reliable as a pass catcher, like very reliable. So I don't know if they throw him out. Like
I don't say throw him out. I just think he takes over him because with how much pop they show,
could steal some of Henry's workload if they're like rolling. I could see that.
Yeah, if they're rolling, they're both just like 50-50 shared down in the fourth quarter, third quarter. I could see that.
Or they just give him a series. You know what I mean? They're just like, all right. Yeah. They're like, we're up 2 scores. Derek, give Keaton the series here, and come back.
Yeah.
What round are we in here, Felix? We got 2 picks left.
20. 3. So 3. 18 of 20.
3. Oh, Jay Sanders just went.
I was thinking we were gonna dig him last round. I was like, but we can push it probably, but not this time.
There's some late tight ends I don't mind because we got Hawkinson, right?
Yeah, we're good at tight end in my head. Like I won with practically just one tight end.
Oh yeah, I forgot.
To be fair, it was a Hall of Famer in Gronkowski, but
I mean, no better. That's the man above. That's my jersey above my head right there.
All right.
Where are we going? Wide receiver?
I got Wicks at the top of my board at wide receiver. Let's see what ADP has. ADP has Lockett, Allen, Airman.
I see Roman Wilson over there too.
Roman Wilson? Yes, I love Roman Wilson as well. Obviously, I have a 30 pick rank.
He is a week 5 bye if you rather go Wicks.
No. I don't care about buys that much.
Okay.
If the player is good, what does it matter? You know?
Yeah, I'm cool with that.
Yeah.
All right, so 2 more picks. So you want to get at least 1 more receiver, right? And then a tight end?
Yeah, we need 1 more receiver and 1 more tight end.
Who do
you like at tight end?
With for like last tight ends? Who's like some of your guys?
I've been taking if I don't get one before this, normally I do get a tight end before this. I usually get Senat or Musgrave if there's something happens to whatever his name is. I feel like Musgrave is just a wide receiver threat.
Oh, you dare disrespect Tucker Kraft like that? Whatever his name is.
Dude, I've been
right there. You can't disrespect that.
I wanted Luke Musgrave so bad last year to produce, and he just shit them. Yeah, I was one of those people. I got defeated.
Unbelievable.
I was a Christian Watson.
Was like the best gem ever last year.
I know, he really was.
Annoyed that that Jordan Love got hurt for those games because it like threw off everything with their passing rate and because they threw the ball like 12 times in those games. And it was so annoying.
I'm just higher overall on the Packers this year than I think most people, even though I don't think my shares show that yet, but I am like overall, like I have probably, I think it's like 50% Dontavian Wicks. As like a last round pick, I don't think you can go wrong with somebody like him.
Yeah, I don't have as much Packers, but I should start drafting a little more of those backstack Packers where you can get like Dobbs, Wicks, and Kraft and Marshawn Lloyd all late.
So like, what wide receiver would you like here? Because I have some weird ones. So I'm going to go pull up the ADPs that makes it look normal.
I mean, Jalen Royals is interesting. You had him up there. Ray McLeod, he fits our team. I mean, I kind of don't mind Royals. If, you know,
we got Royals
Ramona
there.
In the chat says, so Rashid expected to miss 6 games. I don't know if it's he's expected to miss games, and I think he does miss games this year. That's my guess. I don't think it is next year. I think it is this year because they've kind of figured out the whole legal thing. Like his sentence has come down, 5 years probation. He's got to serve 30 days in jail.
The thought was that he wasn't going to get this hearing until November. So that's why everybody thought, oh, it won't happen this year. It'll happen next year. So that's why this is all popping up.
But now that it's happened, now the league can come down with their sentence since the legal side has figured it out. And now they know what he has and now they can come down. So I don't think it's a 2-game. I don't think it's a 4-game either. I think it's more like 6 to 8. Again, could be wrong. It could be 4. I think Addison's 2, and I think his is more 6 to 8 range.
Yeah, I agree.
Just because of how egregious it was.
The video, if you watch the video, you'll understand why he should get the book thrown at him.
It's so bad.
Yeah. Let's see here. So at tight end, what do you go at late at tight end?
So I'm a Chargers late tight end.
Gadsden or Conklin?
I've been drafting, but I've been literally alternating between Conklin and Gadsden because I think Conklin's going to get the inside track early, and then I think Gadsden could win it later. I wouldn't be surprised if Gadsden was used like you remember Donald Parham, how they just bring him in like the red zone situations, like the third down, strictly passing situations. I could see him being used that way. Big, guy tight end who can go up and get it. He's a little quicker, a little more of a mismatch and obvious passing downs. I could see that with Gadsden.
All right, so we finished with a 2-6-10-2. Obviously, quarterbacks kind of flew off the board between round 9 and 13, so we didn't get a third quarterback on this one, but we end up with a good squad here with Bijan, Drake London, Devontae Adams, Terry McLaurin, Tet McMillions, DeAndre Swift, Jordan Addison, TJ Hawkinson, Jordan Mason, Trey Harris, Michael Penix Jr., Bryce Young, Thielen, Leggett, Rico Dowdle, Braylon Allen, Keaton Mitchell, Roman Wilson, Jalen Royals, and Gadsden. It's a solid squad. I think we're going to be heavily reliant on TJ, but I think he'll hold the load for us. They will use him, so we're going to be solid at tight end. Quarterback, we're fine at. They both produced, even when they go against each other, it was like, I think it was like 30-40 was the final. Like
those are the best games. Yeah, those division games are the best games.
Yeah,
they're like ultra competitive.
And they all suck at defense. All 4 of them in the NFC South. So I feel.
And
I feel
again,
pretty good
like
about
Washington was better than we thought on defense, but still, like one of the reasons why it was so good was because the offense was it was more efficient than everyone thought, and on top of it, other teams could score on them at times, so it helped like the back and forth even more as well. So like and that's the thing with the bad teams. Hold on, let me get.
No, I was going to let you talk about it, and then.
But that's the good thing about these bad teams for fantasy. You kind of want to target the bad teams, the teams where the defenses aren't good. So, if they're trailing, those trailing scripts are elite for DFS. I mean, if you think about it, in DFS, all we do week in and week out is try and figure out like, okay, which teams are going to have the best scripts to where we can see the most fantasy points.
Right.
The Bengals were a team that consistently gave us huge fantasy weeks because they were constantly trailing. Their defense would put them in holes early, and then their offense would have to dig themselves out. And sometimes they win, sometimes they lose, but that doesn't matter. It's like, we just want those scripts. And when you hit those scripts, when you get those overtime games like Atlanta was getting at the end of the year, where it was just like back and forth. I think one of them was Carolina too, right?
It was. Yeah. It was. I think it was 38-44 or something like that. That's how it ended up being.
Those are like the nut script. Yeah. That's what you want. You know what I mean? So it's not going to work out perfectly like that, but that's the idea behind it. So you should be looking at, again, you can have different takes. Like, I like Tennessee. Felix doesn't like Tennessee. But at the end of the day, we understand, like, we want to target some of the bad teams and take chances that the offense might be put in good situations to possibly succeed.
Yeah, like the year I won it, the Lions were at the bottom of the barrel. They were the laughingstock of the league still. And I had Amon-Ra St. Brown stacked with Josh Reynolds, like.
Didn't they start out 0-8 and then they fired their OC and they
switched
went
OC to Ben Johnson? Yeah.
Yeah. And that's when their offense went. Just a reminder for the people that hate on Caleb Williams and the Bears this year. Just a reminder, the Bears were like 0-8, and then they fired their coach and they changed play callers, or they fired the OC and they changed play callers to Ben Johnson. Then all of a sudden, the offense started rolling, right? Mm-hmm. And they started winning a couple games. And that's the year you're talking about, I think.
Yeah. And not only that, it was like, you could take players that are like super late, that are rookies, that are, you see potential, and they're going to hit that team like together. They're the
right.
You want late upside as well with those guys. So,
yeah. All right. I got this thing pulled up. So whenever you're ready, you tell me.
All right. We'll do a little 5-second countdown. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, enter. 2 of 12.
Hopefully we're the 2. Yeah,
I think it's 2. Yeah.
Still got a few spots left if anyone wants to get in.
We got Spunky.
3 spots left. It's filling fast though.
They do fill fast. Oh, so I love Best Ball at DraftKings. I'm not a sponsor. I'm not a partner. I'm just a big fan of DraftKings. And this week and today, you get 2 tickets into the $3 tournament, which I maxed out the second day. So these tickets are going to use waste for me. But shout out to DraftKings.
Yeah, and they'll be doing promos each day. So tomorrow they'll have a promo again. So make sure you go to the promos page on DraftKings and check it out, because they'll have a new promo tomorrow. I don't know what it is yet, but I'm sure
you can check it at midnight. It pops up immediately.
Yep. All right, I'm 8. Where are you at here? Oh, we're 8-9.
Oh, yeah, let's go. So I don't know too many people I know. Spunky, my guy, Dylan at the 7 spots. I feel like I've drafted with some of these people, but I'm not entirely sure. So we'll go ahead and read down the list. We have Styles at 1, Jay at me, Hall 3114 at 2, Stoikin at 3, Scatgar 1960 at 4, RJ Fuller at 5, Philly Booyah, 1-6, Spunky at 1-7, JSU at 1-8, myself at 1-9, 10. We got the Golden Nugget, 111, Boehner 9588, Blinding Sun 2385 at the 112.
Beautiful.
You got 2. Okay.
We got a few people in here that are in the draft. There we go.
Sorry, I'm kind of focused. Sorry to ask stuff simple, but much garbage content out there. Have you all done a pre-show or have receipts about different? I don't know what that means. When it comes to being in the number 3 spot versus the 8, me this year at the 12. I don't know, man. Just watch other people drafters.
So like, are they asking like just the difference in,
I don't know, like
where the better spots are if you want to be earlier, middle, or late? Is that more the question? Like,
I mean, personally, the best spot is number 1. You get Chase, in my opinion. but there's nothing wrong with that back end.
So like if you don't get one, like I think the best spot is like 4 or 5.
Yeah, so you get still in the league talents. Yeah,
you still get like one of the top of CD, Bijan, Saquon, Justin Jefferson. Like you guarantee yourself to get one of those guys, which is nice in my opinion. And then you have a shot of grabbing someone decent still.
So we went over. So I just downloaded the Spike Week tools, and I was just going through the combinations, and some guy sent me his combination. He has Justin Jefferson. His was in the $1 qualifier, but somebody else has this in the Millie Maker. A Justin Jefferson, Brian Thomas Jr., Bucky Irving start.
Yeah, see, like that's crazy unique.
That's a crazy, insane start.
Yeah.
So that's what we're competing against.
DraftKings released this info. So you can actually go and check and see how many, people have that start specifically, or how many people have a Bijan, Drake London start, or whatever, Saquon, AJ Brown. You can go look at the combos. Like the Chase T. Higgins combos are like 30%.
Yes, it's absolutely ridiculous. So, and
it's ridiculous.
And I'm gonna shout out to my high school quarterback Eric Bynfor that his website Spike Week. You can check all that stuff pretty easily. It's like I think it's like $30 or $40 a month, and you can see like every combo. It gives you like you can upload all your lineups. It's a pretty cool tool.
Wait, he was your high school quarterback, really?
Yep. We're homies.
Oh wow, okay.
Yeah.
You Bynfor, good dude, Eric.
Oh yeah, his dad was our coach too, so
nothing
but high praise for that family.
I could see it.
Oh yeah, his dad was the offensive line coach where I played. That was fun. I was a small big guy back then.
You were O lineman.
Oh yeah, I was a 160 O lineman, man. I was not very big for the line, but I was kind of crazy. Yeah.
Interesting.
I was Richie Cognito. I was just starting fights,
You compared yourself to Incognito. People.
I was just crazy, man. I was hitting people for no reason.
He did get vindicated, though. I saw that. He did get vindicated. He got the raw deal. Poor Ricky. I maxed the DK Millie a week ago. I'm so upset about all these promos. Oh, that sucks.
Oh man, yeah, you gotta. Yeah, I did that. Not even maxed it a few years ago, but I definitely did too many where I didn't want to play the promos the previous year.
That's probably where I'm at this year, because I'm like, it's probably like draft 115 for me, and I'm like, okay, I gotta slow down a little bit, so I have like a few bullets for August and stuff like that, but. It's tough. Like it's tough.
Yeah, oh my God. It's so hard.
I'm going on vacation too on Saturday for like a week. And it's like, I'm definitely going to want to draft a few teams while I'm there.
So I just had a baby just a couple days ago, last month. Oh, Genty? Yeah. I mean, I'm normally going to go A-Chain, but I'm going to get Genty here at pick 16.
Interesting.
Caffrey Genty.
H-Chan is my top player, but I'm gonna go with the correlation.
Lad, yes. Love Lad. So the players I'm in on this year, I'm calling them the exciting whites. I'm in on McConkey. I'm in a Cup. I'm on
Bowers.
Ricky Key. I'm in on Bowers. McBride. Yeah, dude, I'm on all the white guys this year.
Dude, Ricky Pearsall is the man. That's my guy. I got so much Ricky Pearsall. I love that guy.
I'm at 34% on Ricky. I love it.
Yeah, I think I'm at 30 on DK. I think I have like 44% of them on one of the other sites, and I'm trying to load up.
I'm probably gonna end up at 50. I finally switched Cup and him, so now I'm grabbing a lot more Ricky.
So that's where we differ. I don't have any Cup. So I don't have as much Cup as you do.
I mean, he's the number 2 in that offense. Who knows who Sam Darnold's going to like? Don't get me wrong. JSN's a good, probably a better, more explosive talent right now. But, he's got the experience. He's the Devontae Adams to Puka, we don't know yet.
Yeah, and that's the thing. Like Cooper Kupp's another guy though. Like, can he break down?
Yeah.
Is Sam Darnold without KLC as his head coach? Like, how's that going to roll?
He looked good for Derek Carr. Looked good under this guy, so I don't know. And I think Derek Carr was ass.
We'll see. Also, the offensive line's not as good in Seattle.
Yeah,
that's another thing. Like, we'll see. I mean, hopefully, if Sam Darnold can be 3/4 of as good as he was last year, those guys will have good games. Like
and they're going against the Panthers week 17. That's not a good defense, so it could be a shootout.
That's a good
with Bryce
spot for sure.
Yeah.
That's a good spot.
What get Bryce on
just bad though? What if Seattle's just bad though?
More turnovers, better.
Yeah.
Darnold likes to throw it to other teams, so I'm not going to complain about that.
It's a good point. I think I do think MVS gets some burn on the outside. I think he's a late guy you can stab.
The one thing that worries me is Jalen Milroe. That's the one person that scares me.
Ooh,
like if he gets in, they're gonna.
He worries me too.
Not only am I not drafting him, if he gets going, like he's a running quarterback. That's what he is, and so
he's gonna Anthony Richardson that team though.
Yeah,
he's gonna make everyone worse, so much worse, except for him.
Yeah, but it'll look really exciting for that. You know what I'm saying? Like he's the most scary player in the NFL for me.
Yeah. No, he's gonna look exciting for everyone, but like it's scary.
But the players on his own team. But he's gonna raise the floor from the other teams. Yeah.
All right. I guess I gotta go Chase Brown here. I don't got a ton of Chase Brown, but
fell that pick,
5 picks past 80, and all the receivers I like are gone. They all just went.
I'm gonna go. I was gonna go Lamar.
With Chase Brown is him holding up. Because if we remember, he only had it was only half the year that he got the full role that he finished with, and he got hurt at the end of the year, and he missed that last game with, I think it was an ankle injury or something like that. But it's he hold up getting that type of volume again for a whole year? That's a question mark.
Yeah.
He's not a big guy.
He's not a big guy, but he's a very durable guy. I mean, I watched him. I'll never forget the game because I'm a big Michigan fan. I was watching him go against Michigan, and I was like, "Oh, he actually looks better than Corum." And I was like, "And he's using the same workload, and he looks way more explosive." I was always a big fan of Chase Brown, so I think he can handle the workload as long as it depends on how bad that injury was in the year.
He was my highest owned running back last year. I love Chase Brown.
Oh, second highest, obviously. Najee was
crazy value.
So I went through shit.
Hampton's already gone.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Was that you?
Yes, sir.
Oh God! Come on.
I'm high T right now. Now I got to find some good wide receivers to.
Unbelievable.
Yes, sir.
What'd you take him? 38th, 37?
Probably before that. Probably at 34.
Damn.
33. Yeah, 33. And we're going to go DK Metcalf here. I'd love to go Jaden Daniels, but I think I need to get wide receiver help first.
Where do I want to go? Breece Hall, James Cook. I normally go James Cook, but normally Breece Hall's gone by now. I don't have as much Breece Hall. I'm going to go Breece Hall.
Breece Hall, I think, is a better pick anyways. I think the offense is going to be better in New York than people are expecting.
I just think James Cook in a contract year could smash.
I mean, or he could hold out, this year. I don't know.
It's definitely a possibility. But that team down the stretch was one of the best running football teams in the entire league. They were running over good defenses. And they were running over good defenses at the end of the year.
Yeah.
They destroyed Denver, which had a top run defense in that playoff game. They just ripped them apart.
Which is why I'm afraid he's going to hold out, because they did that, and they did it with Ray Davis, and they did it with Ty Johnson. They did it with those guys.
Ty Johnson, they just love. They love Ty Johnson.
James Cook. They like James Cook to be out there and be explosive, but they don't need James Cook. And that's what makes me worried.
Because Ray Davis is awesome.
Yeah, just as good. Yeah.
Yeah. I love drafting Ray Davis too.
Yeah.
He's like a fun late pick because if you do get that holdout, Ray Davis is Chuba Hubbard from last year. If you get that holdout,
yeah,
like he's gonna play a ton.
Yeah, and when they hold out, they always get injured. It's always a hamstring, man.
Yeah. It's the T. Higgins. It's the T. Oh,
yeah.
Like,
I don't know, man. I think it's gonna take a couple weeks.
Yeah. Every like couple of games, and you think like, okay, T. Higgins is back, and then you'd be like, oh no,
my back, my hamstring.
Yeah,
it's always something. That guy.
It's all connected, back, hamstring. It's all connected. It's all that chain. Worthy at 47 in this economy. In this economy, Worthy's going at 47.
Yeah.
And that was before the Rice news, honestly. So that hasn't really
that hasn't hit yet. Yeah.
That hasn't really changed, honestly. I did a draft with Prez, and I think he took him in the middle of the 4th round. So yeah.
His ADP was 51 just a few days ago. So that's at least it's going the right direction.
And honestly, I didn't like him before the Rice news, but once the Rice news hit, it's like, okay, now you can make
at least 10 targets. Yeah.
Yeah. You can make more of a case for it for sure.
Hope he's got a week 17, Seattle, Carolina. He was probably looking for Chuba there.
All right. I'm going to make sure I take the guy that Felix hates just for this draft. He shit on you, Calvin. He said you sucked. I just want you to know that. If you're watching out there, which, I mean, who knows? You are a friend of the gambling community, so, you never know. You never know who's watching.
I would not be surprised if Calvin Ridley was playing some best ball. That would pass the smell test for sure.
Just don't catch him till after best ball season, okay?
Yeah.
Just wait until after best ball season to catch Calvin Ridley.
There has to be like some, bench players that are playing best ball right now that have the inside scoop. Has to be.
Or they're family members and they're playing together, but it's their family members' account. You know what I mean?
Definitely. I was thinking about this. Like, what if I, just drafted my wife's account? Like, there's got to be family members of players that think the same thing. Like, well, I can just give them information.
Yeah, I mean, don't you remember that dude from The Bachelor who put 150 from his wife's account and put 150
it's not collusion if they're not in the same draft, right?
Yeah. And he shipped the Millie with
that guy
with like the 3-game slate or whatever it was.
Yeah. He cracks me up. He was supposed to be on my show, but he
really?
He just ghosted me. I'm gonna take Rome here.
Don't you do it?
What do you mean? Don't you do it?
Oh, boo! I wanted Rome. That's why. Boo this man, everyone. Boo this man.
Travis Hunter's there for you too.
I could go. No, I don't think.
I know we had that conversation day one. Yeah.
Okay. I was gonna say I could take Travion Henderson. I don't really like him either. I'm gonna take Debo. Screw it.
Yeah,
I don't have a ton of Debo.
I got some Debo, but it's more because he's gonna get some work, and if this Terry thing goes south, you never know.
Yeah, I don't think the Terry thing is gonna go south, but you do never know. Like, so it's good to have just a little bit just in case.
Felix, that's crazy that your QB in high school was Eric. Do you guys still keep in touch? Yeah, dude. I'm in his Discord. I DM'd him. He was supposed to. He never DM'd me back, but yeah, we keep in touch. He was the first person I was on after I won it because obviously he ran Spike Week, and I just happened to find that out. I was actually in jury duty, and I was in a best ball draft, and he happened to be in the same best ball draft as me. It said Bimeford. I'm like, how many fucking Bimefors could there be? And so I looked at his Facebook. He had nothing on there, and I went to Twitter, and that man is all over Twitter. So
that's funny. I worked with them for a little bit at RG back in the day.
Yeah.
Back in the day.
And actually, we would have played at rival colleges, but I dropped out of that college.
All right.
Played a little strong safety. I went from O-line to strong safety in college.
Well, you said you were 160 pounds.
Yeah,
so
yeah. I bulked up
I don't think you would have made it in
200.
college
no.
at that
Oh
weight.
God, no, man. We had some big motherfuckers in D3.
Yeah.
They weren't very fast, but they were huge.
I believe it.
Yeah.
Oh, Ricky.
Oh, come on.
Ricky keeps moving up. He keeps moving up.
Well, I have him ranked at, I think, 71. So his ADP's in the 80s.
I have him ranked like where Juwan Jennings was ranked before the Juwan Jennings news. Like I had him ahead of, I had him as like the #1 San Francisco receiver.
Me too. I have Juwan Jennings in the 120s. I don't want Juwan Jennings. I understand his upside, his weakness. I didn't want him.
Juwan Jennings that low before the contract news.
I think it was a fluke year for him. I think it was a fluke year for that guy.
He's just like, he's a beast. I don't know. Like he was just a beast last year.
I think he was a beast last year, but I think those people have those seasons, and I don't think he's the guy that's going to be able to repeat those kind of seasons.
All right, I'm up here. What do I want? This is not a fun range. I can tell you that.
No, I'm going to go back to back teams with a certain player potentially. Josh Downs is out there.
Jordan Addison share.
And I'll take my TJ Hawkinson.
There you go.
I stick pretty close to my ranks because, like, why would I understand that people like to make different teams, but I like to kind of stick near my ranks when I draft because it's like, clearly, if I didn't like this player over this player, why would I take him? Unless it's team fit. That's the only reason I ever reach on.
Yeah, so you're probably like me where you have a lot of guys where you don't have any of.
Right, yeah. Like before today, I had 0 Devontae Adams. I have 0 Puka in the Millie. I have like 4 or 5 players in the top 100. I have 0 of.
Yeah, I definitely have more than that.
Yeah, I think back. I probably more than that.
You probably have more than that too.
Yeah. I was thinking about, I was like, well, Calvin Ridley's definitely a 0.
Travis Kelce went earlier in this draft too, huh?
I got Kelce yesterday at pick. He went at 63 here. I got Kelce at 105 yesterday.
Oh wow!
Yeah,
wow. I've seen him go in the 90s. I haven't seen him go in the hundreds though. That's a crazy fall.
Let's see here.
I do not like these ranges when Ricky Pearsall's not here anymore.
Same here. I'm hoping, did Cup go? This will probably be a Cup pick. No, he went. Where the hell did Cup go?
He had to get drafted, right?
Where's my exciting whites? It's fucking 60? Blinding sun. Jesus Christ, man. Which is a combo that I made. So the year I won it, the reason I had so much Cup was because I wanted Cup and Chris Godwin. And I made that first pick always be Cooper Kupp. I'm gonna take Downs here. Save.
Who the hell does? New ones. That's who it was.
Makes sense if someone wants to take Pat Mahomes here, though.
I know. I was thinking about it. I was like, maybe I should just take Mahomes.
Yeah, and take like what's Marquise Brown?
Actually, though, I'm gonna take Justin Fields. Screw it.
Yeah.
Take Fields and Brees.
I'm going to go quarterback heavy here the next few picks.
Yeah, I mean, in this range, it makes sense.
I don't know who Moxie. I don't know why you're coming at the RPS guys on Twitter. Not cool. They're a bunch of cool dudes, man.
Who?
Moxie said it's too funny seeing the RPS crew drafting best ball after it was openly mocked as who would let their money sit for 9 months. I don't remember ever hearing JSU or Rubio ever say that, but I understand why some people say that. But
not us. I mean, openly though, there are people at RPS that don't draft best ball.
Okay,
that's okay. There's also people that play only NFL DFS. And there's also people that play NBA and MMA and stuff, and they fade other sports. Like, yeah, some people at RPS don't play best ball.
Yeah, I was in your guys' first best ball stream.
I drafted 700 drafts last year in best ball. I would like to 700 drafts. I think like 400 of them were on DK or something stupid like that.
Yeah, I'm strictly DK this year. I'm not doing underdog and or drafters. I think something I stopped pushing earlier.
I tried to dabble in all three of them and max them all out, and it was definitely a it was definitely a lot. Yeah, it was definitely a lot. I was like, this is probably a dumb idea.
Well, so the first year after I won it, I did 1,600 teams that year. I was on the clock at all points of the day, every day.
Yeah, see, that's just not, and that's how I felt. I felt like I was always just on the clock last year. I was just like, this is too much. I gotta pull it back a little bit. Oh, Evan Ingram's still on the board though.
Caleb went off the board. Oh,
I see Evan Ingram fall a ton.
So do I.
Like his ADP at 93, but I always see him fall in the hundreds.
Same here.
Always.
I'm curious if he goes early in random other rooms. That was a good pickup for him.
Wide receiver 2 for the Jets. I think it's going to end up being Josh Reynolds, but Alan Lazard's going to play some too. It's pretty much going to be like those two guys who are really good run blockers are going to play on the outsides because they want guys that are willing blockers and good blockers, and they are as wide receivers. Josh Reynolds, they are very familiar with, obviously, with the coaching staff, the new coaching staff. And then Garrett Wilson, they'll be able to move him around a little bit more. So I think it's going to be Josh Reynolds is the 2, but the 2 and the 3 are kind of close.
Okay, so what do you think about the tight end situation there? Because everybody keeps saying Mason Taylor, but I'm all in on Ruckert being there too.
I think Ruckert sucks.
I think he sucks too, but he has some like rapport with Justin Fields at Ohio State.
Maybe. I think it's going to be Mason Taylor though. I think they drafted him. I think the competition is light too. So even if it starts out as Rucker, I think Mason Taylor wins the job. I got a ton of Mason Taylor late.
I don't have a lot of either, but I don't know. I just didn't
think.
It's going to be a condensed offense, I think.
I mean, you'll be unique if you like take some Rucker, because I bet you not a lot of people have that take.
Yeah. This guy at the 10 was a 1.521.
Justin Fields does like the tight end spot.
Yeah.
You know, he does like it.
I wouldn't be surprised. I could see Keenan Allen going to New York. I know he made this proclamation that he either wants to be in Chicago or LA, but I could see him with the Jets.
They could use someone else like him, honestly, like a reliable third down receiver, who can just get open, like just savvy vet who can get open, QB friendly. I'm surprised the Bears didn't want to kick the tie, but they did draft like two guys.
Burden and Loveland,
and they had DJ Moore signed to a big contract in Rome from that. They already had a lot invested, so I get why they're not bringing them back. But
so we're going to be going. I want Herbert, but we're going to go McCarthy. Pair him up with Hawk. Hawk the cock. There we go.
Hawk the cock. I'm going to go with. Where am I?
Did CJ Stroud go?
Huh?
Oh, Stroud went in front of me. Damn, that's too bad.
Yeah. CJ Stroud went in front of you.
Oh, you should go Herbert if you wanted to go 2 quarterbacks.
Herbert,
yeah. Makes sense. Yeah, there's a 4 quarterback run here. That's what I was worried about. You have to go quarterback 9 through 12 in at least 2 of those spots.
It's hard not to, honestly.
Yeah.
With the guys that are there.
Is that through bonuses, rewards? How do you identify willing to spend and joining thousands of different drafts? Is there like an algorithm and general philosophy you try to follow? The first year, I'm going to be honest, there was no philosophy. I won $50K like a month before they opened the best ball drafts, and I wanted to max. There was no idea. There was no bonuses or anything back in the day. Now they
also, if you want they have so many more contests now.
They have so many more contests now. Not only that, they give you 10% back. So if you max, you get $300 back right after the first game. I think it's that Friday you get it back. They offer so many more things now for Best Ball for DraftKings. I prefer DraftKings because of that. And you get like DK rewards. I like my crowns and stuff like that. And honestly, on Underdog, you're touchdown hunting. It's not as fun, I feel like, on Underdog as it is on DK.
No, but I also solely play DFS on DraftKings, so like,
same. Yeah,
it just
that's where your money's at.
Yeah, exactly. It's like that's where I want to be at. So
yeah,
it just fits. Not that I haven't like I told you about the Yahoo thing. I've won on FanDuel and stuff like that, but when I went on those sites, it's totally honestly, it's random. Like that Yahoo day, the only reason why I played that slate, dude, was just because I loved the game and it wasn't on any of the other slates, like the main slates.
Yeah.
In RG, which I was on crunch time for RG, but RG was sponsoring the tournament for Yahoo. So they had this big like Yahoo banner and they were pushing the contest. That was the only reason why I played. I would have never played it otherwise.
So my first 50 came because I learned a technique about game stacking. I learned that from one former employee or a coworker of yours, Chris Randone. I learned game stacking from that guy. I didn't. It was on Stochastic back in the day with I don't remember, his name was like Lorna or something. They did like a Friday show, and I had never like thought about like game stacking. And there was a Cooper Kupp was like, he hadn't had a breakout game yet, and they were facing the Tampa Bay Buccaneers back today, which was Chris Godwin, which is why I ended up winning the Millie in general back then. But regardless, like I learned how to game stack, and that is like, you learn things from different people. You can, and I want to just say, if you learn something, you want to put it in practice, just play it in a small tournament. You might win big. You never know. Like anywhere, if you learn it back in the day, like I played, like he played on, like I won 50K or 20K on Underdogs BR, like just playing random stacks. And if you want to have like try different things in different places and have the big opportunities to win money, there's also money everywhere to win.
You're up right now. There's some pretty good followers right now. I don't know where you're.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with my guy. I'm gonna have 100% of the running back touches.
You're gonna literally have 100% Najee.
Yeah,
you can't help it,
dude. It was a superficial eye injury. Now that he's listed as out, he's never gonna go in the earlier than the 10th round. So
I know. I had zero Najee, and then after that, right when that happened, he went to my first draft I did after that. He went to a 141 or something like that, and I was like, okay, I have to like take Najee at this point. Like I have to just take one. So I think I have 2 shares now of Najee from like falling Najee in like the 130s and 140s.
Yeah, but it's just crazy that he's falling in the one. It's a superficial. He was literally on like at practice today, suited up, padded up. Like,
do you remember when David Njoku had the mask on?
Yeah.
Do you remember that when he walked in with the mask on after he had like a burn or something like that, and he walked in with the mask on? I was picturing that with Najee, like just walking with like a mask or something like that.
He should have walked in with like 2 patched eyes, like that you could kind of see through. That would have been hilarious.
Yes, just fuck with everybody.
Yeah, which he is the kind of person that would people like. That's not past him for sure.
No, definitely not.
Hoping for Burden to come back to me.
Your boy's still there. If Golden Nugget doesn't take him.
Yeah.
Oh, I was like, damn, is he gonna get him? That's his boy.
Yeah, I should. It's still a past ADP.
And I'm gonna get my boy Tajay Spears.
Tajay Spears. I worry about the knee thing, but you never know.
I love that. I got him that was like 15 picks past ADP. I love that pick.
No, that's still
he
awesome.
Showed too when like he got the opportunity. He was good.
Yeah,
Like,
I've definitely played him in Showdown, so I can't say that I didn't play him for sure.
The question is just if he ever gets a workload like that for more than like a few games, can he actually hold up without like getting it because he's smaller?
Yeah, and it also depends on how this quarterback does. I didn't watch all the game tape on Cam Ward, but I watched some. I don't like the dump offs.
I'm with you that coming in, I wasn't like, oh wow, Cam Ward's amazing, but like from a clean pocket, he can make throws, and that was one of the things. Like with a clean pocket, Cam Ward can make a lot of the throws, and they did go and upgrade the offensive line.
I love the coach there.
They did go and try and get him some weapons on top of it in the draft. You know what I mean? So like they did try and get him some help. So that's where like I'm like, okay, I can buy into it at least and take some shots with him. You know, just take my chances. But I get it if you just want to stay away and stuff like that. I just, Mason Rudolph and Will Levis, I just have to believe he's an upgrade over those guys because they're not good. And if he is, then I think like all their numbers are going to go up from last year.
Yeah. So I usually do a show after the show, but since we are doing 2 drafts, I'm not going to ask you to do that. So this is going to be a little bit of get to know JSU in the middle of this draft. I'd like to start with, what is your favorite childhood memory?
Favorite childhood memory? I grew up playing hoops. My older brother was really good. He was 10 years older than me, 10 or 11 years older than me. Scored 1,000 points in high school, and he was a little guy like me. So like it was really cool for me to watch like a little white kid like my brother just like dominate in basketball. I always thought it was like the coolest thing ever, and he could like kind of dunk, like not like dunk in a game, but like just playing. Like he had ups. And there was one game where I remember going to it. I was like 6 years old, and they were winning by 2, and he got like a breakaway, and he went to go. It looked like he was going to try and dunk, and then instead of dunk, he laid the ball in and slapped the backboard with his 2 hands.
Okay.
And the coach from the other team called a timeout, ran onto the court, and started screaming at my brother. I thought it was the coolest thing ever. It's like one of my favorite stories from my brother, because like the coach was like screaming at him, and then like his coach was yelling at. It was just like a funny thing. It was one of their rivals, so that's one thing that sticks out.
That's the first thing came to your head. Yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah.
You make this pick real quick, and I'll ask you question number those. Let's see what we got here.
Man, this is gonna be the ultimate Felix hates my team roster right here. I'm digging it. You get all the Titans.
Man, it's a tough look.
Says you.
All right, yeah, I'm gonna take Mr. Rogers. Not a big fan of that pick, but again, we're running out of quarterbacks here, and I do have DK Metcalf. So
that's one of those picks you just like take a big gulp, close your eyes, and just select it and move on.
Yeah. It's not like my favorite pick. It's not something I draft a lot of, but I do have.
I mean,
I do have a couple of
picks like that, right?
Yeah. It's like I wasn't a big fan of every pick on the team that I won, but they're there. They're there.
Take Jalen right there.
All right. So, what was your best sweat in DFS or best ball to date?
Best sweat in DFS. Oh man, so many good ones. The best sweat was probably my first hit ever, because it was back when DFS was it was from Sunday at 1, and the last
Monday.
game was Monday. Monday night. So that was the craziest sweat I ever had, because not that it was the most money I ever won, but it was the first time I ever won 6 figures. And the feeling of being like seeing your name and winning 6 figures on Sunday night, Antonio Brown scored like 2 or 3 touchdowns, and I was like the only one that had him on Sunday Night Football. So it catapulted me ahead of everyone into first. But the feeling of that whole day, like waiting for the Monday night game to start and then seeing who the guys just below you
calculating everybody's totals. Oh, absolutely. Absolutely.
Yeah. And trying to figure out like, okay, I got to fade this and I can't have this. So I'm trying to calculate all this stuff out. And I still remember the game. It was the Jets and the Bears on Monday Night Football. I was fading Alshon Jeffrey for 15 points. And then 2 people had the defenses. One guy had the Jets defense and was 9 points back, and one guy had the Bears defense and was like maybe 8 points back or 10 points back. I can't remember if it was flipped, but the Jets defense was the most controversial one because it was the Mark Sanchez butt fumble game.
No
Do you
way.
remember this game?
Yeah. That game. Like
so it was a fumble, but they called him down and they took the ball and returned it for a touchdown.
Yeah.
But they called him down, so the play was dead.
Can't move, yeah.
So the defense, if they score that touchdown, I go from 100K down to 40K or whatever.
Oh my gosh. It's crazy.
And that guy catapults to first. They don't call it. They call him down. I end up winning. Alshon only had like 10 and stuff. So I was sweating out the defenses of all things, which was not what I was expecting. I was expecting to be sweating out like Jay Cutler, Alshon Jeffrey, and some of these other guys, and it was the defenses I was sweating out. So that was crazy because all day I was really sweating. Like
I've never had it that way.
Just
I can't imagine. I don't know if the sweat is hard, like worse if you're in first sweating to hold off everybody, or if it's like worse trying to catch somebody. I think it's definitely got to be worse holding off people because that's got to be like gut wrenching. You see people coming at you.
It's worse holding off people.
Yeah.
You know why? Especially because all day I was in first. So all day I'm just sitting there waiting for this game to start. And I'm, when you're in first, you're like, okay, this is real. Like I have a chance. Like I'm there. When you're not in first, you're like, okay, I'm close, but I'm not there yet. So like you're still like just hoping. But when you're there all day, it's different, So that was the best sweat because it was insane. And then I remember like me, my dad, my brother just like celebrating after, and it was fun, because I was like 22. It's like,
man, what I would have done to want anything at that age, man. I think I spent the first 7 years just losing. I mean, I played pretty low stakes, but like nothing but losses after losses.
Yeah, I mean, no, that was like a $20 entry or whatever it was.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It wasn't a ton or whatever.
Oh, dude, I'm talking about. I was playing dimes. I was in the like give me those free entry. Try to win $10. Yeah. I was a Pizza Hut driver, not making anything. Man, I was
the grinders. The grinders
hustling,
right there. The grinders. No,
I ended up winning my first one just off of sheer luck. I just placed one lineup into a basketball NBA playoff game, and I banked for 53K.
That's the thing about DFS though that people don't understand is like, no matter what, like even the best players, you still need a little luck at the end of the day.
Yeah.
Like you can do everything right, but at the end of the day, you're still going to need stuff to go your way. I can't tell you how many times that I've like had the best team, but stuff just hasn't gone my way. I still remember Whistles Go Woo. I was at the NBA final a couple years back, and I had 3 teams, and they were all in the top 10. And Whistles had 2 teams in the top 10. And he walks in the bathroom, and I'm pissing, and he looks at me, and he goes, "If I could swap with anyone's team right now, it'd be your team. You have the best fucking team." And I said, "Whistles, why would you fucking say that to me right now? I'm going to lose because of this." And then he ends up winning, and I end up coming in third. And I came in 3rd, 5th, and 7th. And he came in
still,
first.
That's awesome,
I was like, this is bullshit. I want your team. I said to him after I go, "Can we swap teams, Whistles?" And he just laughed at me.
I met that guy at the Tournament of Champions after winning the best ball. You used to be able to go to the Tournament of Champions. Met him. I embarrassed myself. I came off such a like nerd. I think it was more because he wasn't doing so well in that Tournament of Champions, and it was pretty late in the day.
He sweats hard.
Yeah, he was. He was.
Everything, bro. I mean, like just like a normal PGA slate. Forget about a live final. Like a normal PGA.
Yeah, I should have approached him before the game started. Is what I'm saying.
Which
is funny because I actually met Big T there. I never met. Yeah, I was wearing a Jamar Chase jersey, and I saw Big T across the way. He dapped me up. That was the first time I was like, I met one of the big three, because back then it was Wilson's Go Woo, Big T, and Awesemo. And
the cool thing about Big T is he's the same way he is on camera as he is in person.
Yes. So, like, he's a cool dude.
He's very approachable. If you ever see him out and stuff like that, as long as you're like cool and nice, like he's like the nicest guy.
Yeah. I can 100% agree with that, and I wish they would show those tournament champion like footage they got, because you would see a pretty cool version of Big T.
Yeah, I would. I know it's so weird that they
recorded the whole thing, man. They recorded the whole thing, and they asked, "Hey, if we put you in the commercial, is this okay? We get this footage?" I'm like, "Yeah, dude, totally. I want to be a commercial." Yeah, and they didn't put it.
Yeah, you're like, definitely. I don't ask me this. Put me in, coach.
Yeah. Yeah, that was a crazy. Looking back at it, like the people that were there, like it was Big T, Ren Pack, Whistles Go Woo, Neil Orfield, Will Hugh, and John Kelly of DFS. Like the amount of people I met there that now I know on Twitter and in the best ball space in general, it's kind of crazy.
Go with my guy Diami.
We're gonna go break the. Yeah, we're gonna go Keaton Mitchell here.
Shocker.
Yeah. Shocker. I have a nice little Baltimore stack though, with Isaiah Likely, which I'm not a big fan of Isaiah Likely, but I had Zay, and I was like, if I get Keaton.
I don't mind Isaiah Likely. He's not. I mean,
I don't mind him, but I still think Mark is still the alpha there.
I do too, but he's at least locked into a role, and you never know what happens with Mark Andrews. Like, if he goes down somehow, Isaiah Likely just goes into the nut of all nut situations at tight end. So
I agree.
All
right. So next question I ask is, what kind of content do you consume outside of DFS or sports content?
What kind of content I mean, I'm a total sports junkie. That's what I do. I'll play sports. I'll watch sports. I'll listen to any sports content that's around. That's my thing. Like, I love sports. I don't just play DFS because I like DFS or because of the money. It has actually less to do with that. It's more because I love sports. Like, I started playing it because I love basketball. You know what I mean? And football. Yeah. That's why I started playing it, because I love those two sports. And so I don't really consume that much other content. You know what I mean? Like, I'll watch. What
does your wife make you watch?
Honestly, I'm lucky. My wife doesn't love TV. She watches like a few shows, like they're like the Bachelor style shows, though. Like the Bachelor.
I'm into Bachelor. Tanner from who we were talking about earlier that conspired with his. Yeah, you're on. Who conspired with his wife to win that millie. I actually we named our daughter after his wife's name because we like that name so much, Jade.
Oh, that's funny. That's crazy.
Yeah. And then I asked him to come on, and
it is a nice name, honestly. Yeah, it is a nice name.
Adeline Jade, yeah. It's got a good ring to it. I call her AJ. Those are the shows she watches, though. Like, she doesn't really watch any, if I'm watching a movie, she'll just watch it with me, but she'll end up falling asleep. Like, that's how I know she doesn't care. Like, she'll just fall asleep. But yep, I'm a sports junkie. Pretty much all sports all the time. I'll play, I'll listen, I'll watch, whatever. Doesn't matter. I'm in. All right. And this is another weird side question. What's with the warm water? I watch RPS, but I'm not 100%. I watch a lot of content, and I caught wind of it. I'm just kind of curious about the warm water.
Yeah. I mean, like, I just never liked like cold water. Okay. And so I always like room temperature water.
I wasn't sure if because I know you're a fit guy and you do training, right?
I mean, like warm water supposedly has. They say warm water supposedly has like it helps digest. I mean, I don't know if it does or not. Honestly, I don't like super cold water. I like room temperature or warm water. So I mean, yeah, it's. I know I'm weird. I got my own weird stuff.
You know, Rubio's eating candy at the age of.
Dude, Rubio is just as weird, if not weirder.
We all, as I said, we all have our quirks.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah. Let's see here. Let's see. Have you been to a live qualifier? I'm assuming you have.
I've been to multiple. Yeah, I've been to.
They're the best.
I've been to I went to the football one back in.
Just the Fantasy Football World Championships?
Yeah, back in 13 or 14 in the Bahamas, which was really cool.
Whoa,
yeah. That one was really cool. I think that I forget if that was the first time they did $1 million first prize. It was that long ago though. It was like 13 or 14, 2013 or 14. Then I went to multiple NBA live finals. The last one they had in Vegas, the last live final they had in Vegas before Vegas ended the DFS stuff and they stopped going there.
Yeah.
I went to that one. So I think I've been to like 4 NBA live finals for DraftKings, 1 for the other site, and then 3 NFL live finals. I was in the only. You remember the company Draft?
Yeah.
I was in the only live final that Draft did. I was one of 10 or 12 people in the live final for Draft. That's how I met all the RG guys because they sponsored the Draft live final in Tennessee.
Bob talked about that before,
because Cal was in there. Eric Crane was in that live final. That was really cool because it was like an in-person draft, and that was pretty cool. So I've been to a bunch of live finals and had some. I never won a live final. I've come in the top 10 multiple times. I've come in the top 5 multiple times of NFL and NBA. Never won one though. Never came in first.
Dude, I got pretty much last place in mine. Dude, I was just all excited about just being there.
That's more like that's the first time. That was like the first time. I think I got 10th the first time, and I was just happy to place.
Well, yeah. So I got there. I'd say I had a pretty good, 2-game slate, build with 2 tight ends. That was pretty. I thought was a pretty above edge. And the first in play, TJ, not TJ, who's on it? He played for the Jets as well. I'm trying to blank on his name. Regardless, he can tears his ACL or sprains he's out for the game. Immediately, I'm like, that happens. I'm dead. I was like, that's all right.
Yeah, you got to run a little. Like I said, you need a little luck on your side. Injuries, holding up is definitely one of the places. That was probably one of the craziest things. Actually, one of the football live finals I was at was probably my best chance to win. It was $2 million to first and $1 million to second, and I had a game stack going with the Patriots and the Steelers. So I had 4 guys left in the game. I had Brady, Gronk, Edelman, and I had the backup running back for Pittsburgh, who was their starter because their starter got hurt. So he was like the cheap running back for the day.
Yeah.
So everyone had him, but no one had the Patriots stack. They were like unowned. And all I needed was the Patriots were at the 1-yard line. All I needed was them to score. If they scored, it would have went to overtime. And if Tom Brady scored, just even if he snuck it in, which he did all the time, I would have moved to second, which would have been $1 million. Yeah. And the guy ahead of me had nobody left but that running back. So I would have had 3 to his 1 that I had. So like he wouldn't have beat me if they scored any other points, like 1 more point.
Right.
Tom Brady, they false start at the 1 on first down.
Yeah.
They move back to the 5-yard line and then they don't score from there. Yeah. and then I come in 7th, which was still like 200K.
Right.
Yeah,
there's no.
It was just like, how many times does Tom Brady in that offense that was so good
Ever
fail at the
for
wall?
one? Yeah, almost never.
Even if they ran it in, I would have been really live because I would have had overtime with all those players. But so that was a little annoying because I felt like I had a really good chance to win.
Yeah,
but it is what it is.
It is what it is.
Yeah.
All right, so let's go over these teams that we drafted here. I did notice something. We do have 2 teams that drafted 4 quarterbacks, which is kind of wild in today's economy.
Oh wow.
So we'll just start with us, and then we'll go through the people that are in the chat, and they can announce themselves.
Bryce, Jackson Dart.
Yeah, it's kind of crazy.
Oof.
All right, so we'll start with JSU's. We had Nico Collins, Lad McConkey, Chase Brown, Brees Hall, Calvin Ridley, Debo, Jordan Addison, Justin Fields, Higgins, Justin Herbert, Zach Charbonnet, TJ Tajay Spears, Cam Ward, Jalen Wright, Chicago, Brent Strange, De'Ami Brown, Darius Slayton, Monungai, and Conklin. Other than the Titans, I think we have a pretty solid team here, especially at the start, though. I really like your start with Collins and McConkey. Like, you pulled up with Collins a little bit, and you got the nice pairing. I think that's going to be a shootout as well later in the season.
Yeah, I like that game. That's another game that I'm kind of into, and trying to get more of those, like, stacks when I get those later picks where I don't feel as much of an edge.
Yeah, and you got it with what's his name, Jaden Higgins as well.
Yeah, who is probably my favorite rookie wide receiver.
Yeah.
I know everyone loves Tat. I'm not saying he outscores Tat. I'm just saying, like, just for me personally, I think he's like one of the best. I think he's one of the best receivers in the draft, and I think Houston got a steal with him.
I think he's
going to play a ton.
I think those 3 wide receivers, Tet, Higgins, and Trey Harris, I think they were all steals where they went.
Yeah, I like them all. Yeah. The only thing with Trey Harris I was worried about was just the fact that the volume is not as great in LA.
Right. Yeah.
Where I feel like the volume for Tet and Houston with Higgins could potentially be much higher. That's the only, like, separator with Trey Harris. I think Trey Harris is really good. It's just the volume I trust more with Houston and Carolina.
I think he could have. I think Trey Harris could have Gabe Davis type games where it's like 5 catches, 3 touchdowns, 103 yards, something like along those lines, like where it's just all explosive plays, and they take it to the house.
I forget, wasn't he like didn't he like crush man coverage?
Yeah.
In college, that was like his. That was like his thing.
He made coverage. Jackson Dart look good. It's like one of those things where everybody loved Johnny Manziel, but in all reality, it was just Mike Evans making them look good. I think it's one of those scenarios.
Mike Evans will make many look good. Yeah. Mike Evans would make me look good if I was back there.
I was a huge Johnny Manziel fan, and then, like, going back, I'm like, oh yeah, it really was just Mike Evans just making amazing catches.
Mike Evans is a beast.
Yeah,
absolute monster.
Yeah. All right, so I ended up with the 3-5.
I like my team.
Yeah, I think
you had the unique start. This is a unique start. You got CMC, Genty, Hampton, 1, 2, 3.
Yes, robust RB to start off with, and you have to learn. You have to be able to stop drafting running backs after that for a little while. So I went DK Metcalf, Zay Flowers, Roma Dunze, TJ Hawkinson, Joshua Downs, Brock Purdy, JJ McCarthy, Najee Harris, of course, Luther Burden, Isaiah Likely, Aaron Rodgers, reluctantly, but we have him. Pat Bryant as my highest owned wide receiver, Joshua Palmer, Keaton Mitchell, Keenan Allen, Roman Wilson, and Demarcus Robinson to pair up with Brock Purdy.
I don't normally go 3 running backs, but I mean that's a unique start, and I think you covered yourself pretty well. Filling it out towards the end. You got your stack too.
See, that's why I like the 3, but I like to go 3, 5, 10, 2 because there's so many good wide receivers you can grab late. I know everybody talks about the running backs, but wide receivers is just as healthy later on. To be fair, Keenan Allen's a mystery box, but if he gets drafted, he's going to fly up at least to
And the way you did it, like you got you like 10 receivers anyway. So when you're doing like the 10 receivers, I think it makes it a lot more viable to take 3 running backs early. If like you're going into the draft saying to yourself, like, I'm getting 10 receivers anyways. So like it's fine. I actually like it more for your style of draft.
Yeah,
like
which is what I wasn't thinking about it like previous years that I was kind of doing this like this structure. I was just taking best player available, so it was a lot more wide receiver heavy start teams with still 5 running backs. And I realized that was a stupid thing to do, and I was always being outscored at running back, partially because Najee was not supplying great high end running back numbers,
also because you were getting your best position, but you were also loading up on that position late too.
Correct.
So if you're loading up on a position like on like wide receiver, that position, you should be trying to make the other positions kind of more elite,
more quality,
have more outs.
If you have high quality at a certain position, load up with quantity at the others is what you should do.
Right, exactly. That's why you said though you like getting the better tight ends. You like getting, the quarterbacks in that range after, because you're getting the tight ends normally and then the running back. So it kind of makes sense the way you drafted that team. That kind of makes sense.
All right, and we have somebody at the 2 hole. I think make sure it's James at the 2 hole. We got Jefferson, Bucky Irving, Devontae Adams, Xavier Worthy, George Pickens, David Montgomery, Ricky P. I think he took Ricky P from both of us on purpose. Kyler Murray, Jaden Reed, Jordan Love, Tucker Kraft, Bashal Tootin, Garendo, Tyler Algier, Roshan Johnson, Will Shipley, Michael Wilson, Theo, and Jatavian, and Jalen Milroe. It's a solid squad. Of course, I think you got one of the exciting whites. You should feel good about yourself. Pretty evenly built all the way through with 3-7-7-3. So your tight end starting with Kraft is a good start.
I mean he got his stack too later. He didn't get Dobbs, but he kind of needed like running backs at that point, so he started loading up on running back. Got his
just like we talked about, we kind of load up with other things.
Exactly.
I'm kind of out on David Montgomery this year. I don't know what I had the heebie-jeebies about it, but David Montgomery doesn't feel like he fits into this new team that's building out there.
It would kind of feel like without Ben Johnson, someone's getting hurt. Like one or two guys from this team is getting hurt, whether it is David Montgomery, Sam Laporta, Jameson Williams. I think Amon-Ra is still going to get his volume, so I don't worry as much about him. But I do worry a lot. Like Amon-Ra and Gibbs, I feel like are safe.
I think Gibbs is safe, I worry about Amon-Ra just a little bit. One, like it was such a particular role. It was almost like Cooper Kupp-esque when he had, Amon-Ra. Is it going to be that similar? Is it also he had surgery this offseason, which is underreported enough? But
dude, he's like Iron Man.
I agree. If you watch the receiver show, yes.
So durable.
Yes.
Dude is a freak. He's a beast.
Yeah, and he takes care of his body for the most part. That's why he had the cleanup surgery. But still, I think it was a little weird that it was underreported. And then what else? Yeah, and then I said, I get the Laporta thing, but we don't know. Like if the offense is good, they're gonna.
The thing is just like it was so many design touchdowns.
Yeah,
were like
did you watch
trick plays, getting him matched up on linebackers, one-on-one situations where he could win. Like it was just.
That stumble bum play was crazy. Did you watch the quarterback? That was crazy.
It was so good.
Yeah.
So good.
Yeah.
But that's what I'm saying though. A lot of that was schemed up. Like
that's why I'm like high on Loveland and the Bears in general. Because I think he is a good quarterback. He is Mike McDaniel from he first moved over to the Dolphins. I think that's what he's gonna surprise the league with a bunch of new stuff again.
I mean, he's got enough weapons to do it. That's for sure.
Yeah.
Someone said the 7 spot.
Yeah, Dylan in the 7 spot. Yep. Spunky. He went Puka, Devin A-Chain, JSN, Tet, Jalen Waddle, Henderson, Stephon Diggs, Tony Pollard, Igbuka, Drake May, Tua Tags, Jake Ferguson, Austin Eckler, Sam Darnold, Braylon Allen, Hunter Henry, Juwan Johnson, Ray McLeod, Mostert, MVS. It's interesting. It's yeah, I mean I like the start
job
here. Yeah.
He did a good job stacking.
Yeah, he does
getting his late stacks.
This guy is hitting me up in Twitter almost daily, asking me about certain stacks. He is all about stacking his teams and all about week 17. He is on top of the game. You know, he is a best ball bro, as they say.
You can kind of tell by his team; it's well constructed. He had an idea and he kind of attacked it.
Yeah.
You could tell he had a strategy behind it. He did a good job.
Yes, one of the good guys in the.
I wonder if maybe he just didn't want he didn't really take. Oh, he did take wide receiver late. He took Ray and MVS. I do like the MVS pick. I wonder if Nick Westbrook-Akine was taken. I do like Nick Westbrook-Akine late. That's another Miami guy I don't mind. I think he's sneaky. They just don't have big receivers.
They do actually now, and it's one of the undrafted rookie wide receivers that they got from the SEC. The leading wide receiver, Andrew Armstrong, and Theo Wise. Both wide receivers are a little bit on the bigger side, and they are both. I think one of them is going to win the spot, and the other one's going to get kicked out. But I've been drafting a lot of Andrew Armstrong. I have about 9%, which is pretty healthy at the last round. And So do
you think that he's going to get the wide receiver 3 spot, or you think he's going to be like the wide receiver 5 and potentially throughout the year?
I think he's just on the team, and he's going to mix in with whenever Tyreek Hill wants to get off the field. I think he'll be, because he's always running out of breath because he runs so far, so fast.
That's what I'm saying. They rotate their receivers more because they run so many like deep routes, and he's going so hard when he runs.
Yeah, and I think
Waddle gets hurt every other play. So
and Washington's more of a gadget guy, in my opinion. Like he'll take a lot of handoffs. No,
Washington's Waddle or Hill gets hurt, he's the replacement.
Yes. Yeah. I'm saying like he's more of a gadget guy, but he's the replacement for Waddle if that happens. I think Armstrong is the replacement for Hill if something happens to him. But I think everybody's talking about
I think Malik Washington would be a replacement for either Hill or Waddle, and then Armstrong would be the Westbrook-Akine replacement.
Okay, I can see that too.
That's how I see it. Could be wrong. They did rotate though a decent amount. It felt like last year, so they could all see the field. Too, I just thought like there was a reason why they went out and got Westbrook-Akine. He showed out that he could get in the end zone, honestly, and they didn't have a guy outside of Jonnu who could line up on the out. And Jonnu was a tight end, but like could line up on the outside as a wide receiver and like just make a tough catch, like like Tyreek Hill, Jalen Waddle. They use their quickness, their speed, you know, to get separation, stuff like that. This is different. Like I'm talking about a guy that you can kind of, you know, he can win one-on-one when you've got all these other speed mismatches. Like he brings a little different, you know, angle to the team. And I think that is Westbrook-Akine. I mean, he was, let's be honest, like he did what he did with Mason Rudolph and Will Levis. That's gotta,
it's gotta be something.
So.
I mean, they just launched the ball. So let's also call half, if he won the 50-50s.
True. That is true.
I don't think that could continue, but I think that it's he deserves a chance for sure. I do think Andrew Armstrong at the end of the year does take the job.
I think he's getting the first crack at it, but maybe one of these two guys that you're talking about could just be better than him and beat him out. Maybe that's possible.
I think so. I think that's the way it's going to go. I think he gets the first shot at it, and if he's not producing to what they want, I think he easily takes the job over.
Yeah, I could see that 100%.
Yeah. All right, I want to take a look at these 2-4 quarterback teams, and then we'll get out of here. I just want to look at their teams. ASB, Drake London,
Daniel Jones, and Anthony Richardson together.
Okay, that makes sense. Okay, that's like one. That's a 3 quarterback team. That makes sense. It's not something I like to do or do in general, but I can understand.
Yeah, I wouldn't do it.
That's viable. The guy that drafted who was the other guy? Drafted Jaden Daniels. You'd never draft 4 quarterbacks if you take Jaden Daniels. He will offer you 0 points almost Jackson Dart is not going to help your team whatsoever.
And they weren't even all late quarterbacks.
Yeah, they were
They should have been all late quarterbacks, if anything.
Yeah. If you want to take any advice from us, and we're not like experts, there's weird things that have won before, but 4 quarterbacks when your first one's Jaden Daniels, you're not going to get a lot that offers you many points throughout the year.
Yeah, I mean, I think if 4 quarterbacks is your strategy, then you should be not taking the elite quarterback for sure.
Yeah. There is a guy that I saw on. See, I watch a lot of best ball content, and I think it was on Geek. They had the little helmets. I can't think of their name right now. DFS Army. Those guys.
Okay.
He had one of the guys they had onto their best ball content. He said he does nothing but draft 4 quarterbacks, and he likes those builds. I didn't understand the thought behind it, but he won a tournament last year on Underdog, so I guess it is fine. Well, you can win with anything as long as you can tell a story to it, I think.
Yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, that's the idea. Like, it's the same thing in DFS. You tell yourself a story when you build the lineup.
Yeah,
like everyone does the same thing. Like, I can see this X player doing this, or I could see, X quarterbacks. Again, if you take a couple, like you said, bad quarterbacks, like you do probably want 3. Yeah. So maybe it's just like taking it a step further. And it's like, I take 4. But when you take Jaden Daniels, you're kind of hoping he hits your teams a good.
Why take Jaden Daniels if you're going to have to take 3 other ones?
Right.
If that makes sense. If he's not hitting your lineup at this point, you should have taken a different player.
Yeah, and it could have helped bolster the other positions that, like we said, when you take a quantity of one position, you should be going the quality of another, right? As opposed to quantity. So if you're going quantity at QB, then you should be going the, quality there. So at a different position.
He's a little light at running back. He could have gone there. Oh, well.
Yep.
I appreciate having you on. Is there anything you would like to shout out or promote?
No, I mean, just, if you haven't already, check us out at rumpuresports.com. We, doing shows for best ball. But we got all content, NBA Summer League's going on right now. Baseball starting back up tomorrow. MMA's on Saturday. We do a show on Saturdays for MMA. Bets obviously in the Discord. We got our own Discord. So check us out if you want. Big T44 is a promo code too for 44% off. If you want to try it out, you can use that 44% off code and check us out.
I certainly appreciate you coming on, man. It's awesome that you're able to do this for me. And if you guys know how it goes, it's been fun. It's been real. It's been real fun. There, guys.
Appreciate
Felix, welcome to Best Ball Nation.